Trust your emerald heart. Be who you came here to be. Unlock your true potential. Welcome to Trust Your Emerald Heart podcast, and I'm your host, Victoria Krzyvinska, beschoolspace. In this podcast, we are talking about spirituality and merging spirituality and physicality. We are talking about mental health. We are talking about self-healing. We're talking about energetic support and how the energies are represented in our life. We're talking about energy centers, self-expression, and growth in all levels and layers. And today we're going to talk about throat chakra, and specifically throat chakra blocks. And this is a conversation I am very excited to have with you, and I'm encouraging you and inviting you to connect with me, to give me your feedback and to share your thoughts and opinions, because this is how we open up the throat. And for example, for me, this podcast is an opportunity to open up my throat and to share my thoughts and feelings and wisdom which I have within. And yet it is a path of self-discovery, because in the beginning of the journey we all have this imposter syndrome. We all feel that we are not good enough to share what we've got to share. And it's a process of believing in yourself, of becoming stronger, of actually speaking heart to heart, of actually being heard and received. And we will never be heard or received when we are not confident in our message. Yet, when we build this confidence from within, we do not care. We do not search for outside validation any longer. We just speak from the heart, and this is essential. The world already has too much buzz, too much noise. Silence is precious. We don't need more noise. We need more precise yet calm, pointed, wise messages. And I'm inviting you to reflect on your journey and to understand where you are in your exploration and where would you like to go. If you are interested in building up confidence and opening up for greater abundance in your life through delivering your services to those who are ready to receive, there is a self-paced journey money mindset bundle which helps you to cultivate self-worth and self-acceptance and merging with the energies of the nature. And if you are somewhere in the journey where you need a reset, system reset is the best place to start. Whatever your journey is, where you are, and there is always somewhere you want to be, you can hop on a call with me and discover the synergy between us, so that I can guide you and let you know how I can be helpful to you and how we can change the reality for the highest good of all, together, merging as one. Enjoy the episode about throat chakra. Hello, my dear friends, this is Victoria, and today I would like to talk a little bit about throat chakra blocks. Whenever I ask people to choose the light codes, the images that are created for the highest good of all, and which some of them are about energy centers, some of them are about some other things. Many people, the maximum amount of people, choose the blue image corresponding to the throat chakra. And the reason for that is because many people have throat chakra block. Where it comes from? It can come from your childhood. It can come from other lifetimes. It can come from the society. And just look at it this way. For the society, for the manipulation and control placed on human beings, it's beneficial for you to keep silent. It's beneficial for you to be numb, for you not to speak, not to share, not to express, for you to be in fear, for you to be just not being able to express your dissatisfaction with the system, with the process, with the progress, with everything that is going on. And it's been like that forever. It's been like that because we are not only we're not only victims but also victimizers in other lifetimes and timelines. We were doing so many bad things in previous experiences that we also need to take responsibility for that. We need to cultivate forgiveness. We need to rewrite ancient contracts. I have a recording about ancient civilizations. Those who want to know more about it can go and explore that one. But it's important to understand that throat chakra block stops you from having full experience in life, from going deep into your expression and actually feeling confident to do so. For example, um, sharing your business ideas, sharing your thoughts and feelings, sharing your experience. All this is very beneficial for the society. It is very helpful if you speak your truth, yet I know many of us had traumatic experiences and many of us are stuck in the feeling like, oh, nobody is going to listen to that. Nobody needs, or in the shame and guilt for the experience. For example, if we speak about sexual abuse, trauma or harassment or, things like that. I was there. I was also numb. I was also not able to speak about it for many years because I just didn't know how. I felt so stuck. And those who haven't listened to my story about my healing journey, go ahead and listen to that story. And the reason I'm saying all this now is we need to find this strength within to be able to release this throat chakra block and to be able to start sharing in a loving, compassionate way, to be able to forgive and ask for forgiveness and primarily forgive ourselves for not being able to do it earlier. And the question comes how to activate that throat, how to actually release those blocks, and the conscious decision is not enough. Yet it's important. The first step is awareness. You're building awareness. Okay, you understand. You have this problem. You're fearful to speak. You see illusion when you communicate and you're not able to go beyond the triggers. You are on that level. Okay, you have this awareness. All right, this is the first step. I understand that many people do not see the thin layer. They do not see the energy plugins. They do not see energy colors. They do not see that they're being leashed and like dogs, and they don't see that. Yet, even if you don't see it, you can already, with your hands and intention, make a choice that you want to clear it up. Make a choice that you want to remove that and send it for healing. Another thing is that actually sacred and throat are just very, very connected. In the program Seven Chakras Healing Journey, or in the program Life Through the Heart Space, we go from the sacred to the throat. So first of all, we balance the emotions, and once the emotions are balanced, once you're able to be solid, once you are able to be strong, after purification of course, you are able to let that life force energy flow from your sacred to your throat, and you are able to use that life force energy to actually to speak about your trauma, to speak about your experience, to speak about your offering. And once you know your value, your true value, your true, like, why you are doing all this, why you're writing your stories, why you're speaking, why you're recording your videos, why you're sharing your gifts and wisdom, because you want this life to be different. You want to turn to a frequency where the reality is flexible, is changeable, is approachable, and you want to implement the change. But to have this change, we have to work on ourselves. We have to allow ourselves to speak, to share, to actually express. And it's not always love and light to express. And that's why building emotions and emotional intelligence before that is so important, because if you're not able to communicate, if you're not able to be solid, and suddenly you start sharing your truth, suddenly people respond in a way that you are not able to perceive, and you get just imbalanced, you get triggered, you get, crying and all that and reacting. But it's not what is needed. What is needed is different. What is needed is your solid understanding that no matter what happens, no matter what is the situation, no matter how or what or who or, all this, you will still have tools to come back to the center. And yet, things will be happening. People will be dying. Uh, we will be getting sick. People will be there at a different level of consciousness where they do not understand. You don't have to fight anyone. You don't have to fight the reality, but you are to harmonize. And in every step, you are to ask yourself, why are you doing this and that? What is your why? Why you need to share this? Why you want to make a change? What is your motivation for action? For example, for me, if we speak about trauma and the healing journey and like all the work that I do, my biggest why is for the highest good of all. I want us all to live in a different world, to live in a different reality, full of love. I want our children to be able to come to the parents and say if something happens, not being judged or not being stuck in the shame, not being suppressing all this like emotions and feelings, not being numb, but yet creating from the heart and knowing this self-worth from within, that your voice matters. You need to share your feelings and emotions. And even if people are not able to perceive it because of their parasites, because of their level of consciousness, because of their process or trauma projections or whatever it is, you don't care. You're building up your trust, your confidence, and actually stepping up slowly, step by step, tiny step at a time. And I want to tell you about the throat chakra also, one important thing, that if you want to create something in your life, if you want to have a business, an offering, or whatever it is, your throat chakra is essential, because only with it you will be able to call in clients, to call in support, to call in, um, to just speak about your offering. If you don't have the throat chakra, but you're trying to push your everything, like your business, you're not able to be heard. Or if you do not hear beyond the triggers, you're not able to perceive reality fully. And the thing is that the throat is very much connected with our telepathic abilities, and also with nutrition. So we, like, if we speak about nutrition, it's a totally different question, but we will talk about it later. The thing is that nutrition is an ability to hear your body's response, to digest, but also before that to make a conscious choice of what you actually want to consume, what you actually want to put into your body. And that is super important, because it's not only about like being vegan or vegetarian, not at all. It's actually about having this strong sense of the self, strong ability to listen and to perceive and to hear, to the respond. So for example, if we speak about like body and nutrition, um, you have some sort of craving and you want something, let's say pizza. And then after that, you feel very thirsty, you feel pain in your guts, you feel this and that, you feel heavy. And you understand, like, you can be on the level like of judging yourself for doing what you were doing, but you can also be conscious enough to understand, okay, this is what happened because of that. Like, okay, this is the logic, this is what was my situation like. I don't judge myself for taking this decision, but yet I want to be able to listen to my body response to communication and to like what it was and to see clearly. I don't judge myself for doing that. Yet I know that, okay, for the next like period of time, I shouldn't be doing that again, because it's not so good for my body. My body is not happy that I did that. And like, being able to listen beyond the triggers is another very, very important thing. We are able to listen beyond the trigger. All of us are able to listen beyond the trigger. Yet humanity gets stuck in the reactions. So oftentimes we react before being able to see the situation clearly and fully. And this is the sacred. This is the emotional intelligence that we need to build. You build the emotional intelligence, and then you open up the broader picture. You see the situation more clearly, so that you are able to hold yourself sacred before you react, before you destroy the village. And when we activate the throat, we're able to actually hold ourselves tight and not respond immediately, but just listen. And one more thing here. Many people are at the level of waiting to speak rather than listening. Imagine we're having a conversation and one of you is trying to, to respond always. Like, I'm saying something, it can be triggering, it can be controversial, it can be something that you have an opinion about, and you're constantly trying to interrupt and not even able to listen to the full situation, to the full story, to the full picture. And that's where, like, undivided presence, I have a video on YouTube about undivided presence that is about, it's a precious gift we can give to each other when we are truly able to be there for our uh, the person we are having a conversation with, not to try to wait to give your attitude or your opinion without truly listening to what the other one is trying to say, but actually truly deeply listening to what they have to say, to what is their situation, what is their attitude, what is their approach, even if it is not the same as ours. So for all this that I have just mentioned, the throat chakra is a common block, is a common thing that people are having. Whenever I post like codes to be chosen from, everyone chooses that. It attracts attention because we have that. Yet, how do we step out? What do we do? As I said, energetic work, merging sacred and throat. But yet, if you're not on the level where you know how to do that, come back to the heart. Clear up all the energy centers and come back to the heart. Make sure you're always in the heart, and make sure you're actually speaking from the heart to the heart. I have a meditation, Return to the Heart, on the webpage, and this is a precious gift for the humanity. And then once you are in the heart, just look where your attention is, where your energy is, how you respond. Build this emotional intelligence, and slowly, one step at a time, allow yourself to speak confidently without fears of being judged. But always ask yourself, what is your why? Why you want to speak? Why you want to share? Why is that so important? And then slowly, slowly start building that confidence and start sharing, whether it is a written word or an audio, whether it is a conversation with your partner, with your family members, with your friend. You don't have to be love and light always, but you have to be solid in your expression and opinion. Your boundaries have to be strong. If you are being, like tortured in a way with someone else's attitudes and emotions, you don't have to be there in the place where you are not able to speak about it. You have to be able to say what you feel, how that makes you feel, yet speak from the place of I, not about you, not judging, but yet speaking about your own feelings, and open up to your own feelings. Try to understand, what do you feel, how that makes you feel, and allow yourself to release that numbness and to actually feel the whole spectrum of emotions, the whole spectrum of feelings, the whole spectrum of what is available there for us. And it's a lot. There is a lot. And we were numb, as if we don't feel anything, but yeah, we feel a lot. And again, many people just don't have a capacity to name or to fully feel because of the previous trauma projections. But the trauma can be healed. It's layer by layer by layer, and it's possible. It's okay. Okay, I hope it helps. So I just want to redirect you. First of all, on my webpage, Return to the Heart meditation gift is available for everyone. And then I also have a recording what it truly means to be fully balanced that will be helpful. Also, Life Through the Heart Space is a program about all energy centers and how to create from your heart space, and it's available on the waiting list at the moment. It's going to be launched soon, so you can already embark on the waiting list and wait to be invited. And yes, there are many different things. You can be a part of Trust Your Emerald Heart podcast or a channel so that you are informed about new publications and information. You can also come to the personal energy healing and do the system reset or personal cleanse, or even go to the mentorship program. I will be happy to host you and to support your healing journey. Let me know if you have any questions or have more questions for me to record more answers, and I will be happy to see you shine. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Thank you for being a part of my experience and community, and for your interest to transform your life. My name is Victoria Krzyvinska, beschoolspace, and I am here to support you in your spiritual journey and to create a better reality together. Explore the footnotes available and opt in to download meditations and other offerings suitable for your needs. Reach out via email to ask me questions and to explore the possibilities to work together. If you found this recording useful, set up a high rating and share with those who might benefit from it as well. I will be happy to talk to you soon again. Subscribe not to miss the publications. I love you, Victoria Krzyvinska.